Hello, hi, and welcome to today's daily power message. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Jaya. I am clairaudient, and I do receive various styles of channeled messages. As these different messages come about, I will be relaying them to you guys. Now, keep in mind that this is a timeless. That means that it's meant for whenever you find this, and it's for your next 24 hours, okay? Now, this is a collective message. That means that it's meant for anyone who will ever come across this. Since it is a collective message, I do ask that whatever resonates, kindly take, and whatever doesn't, compassionately leave it for the person that needs to hear it most, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and start off with a channeled message and then two different cards. We're going to pull from an affirmation deck and then we'll pull one from a motivation deck to get you on your way, okay? I am feeling so good today. Today is a great day. And I hope that at the end of this video, if you're having a great day, this just got better. And I hope that if you're having some rough patches, that this brings you some peace and some light. Okay, so let's get into flow and see where we go. Yes. So the first thing I'm seeing are ears. I keep seeing ears, and with the ears, I keep specifically seeing the design on the ears, like in the ears. And then I keep seeing electronics over the ears. Like if somebody has they have the headphones on, and then I've seen another one where it's not the headphones, but it's like a Bluetooth device. So some of you, I feel like you're very busy lately. Others of you, it's what you've been listening to that has you in a gray area. Has you in I want to say it has you in a pickle. Because I keep seeing this man, and it's like he has the earpiece on his ear. And then he's looking down. He's sitting on some concrete steps. Again, I'm seeing the concrete steps. And he's putting his hand in his head, specifically his forehead. And he's sort of like stressing there. He's stressing. He's looking at his phone, but his phone is a paper phone. For some reason, it's a paper phone. Yes, yes, yes. And now I'm in the back seat of a car, and I'm sitting in the middle, but I could see two people sitting in the front, and they're talking, two men. And I just keep seeing the back of the seats and the back of these men, like their arms are like sticking out to me. It's like, they look average built, but they're talking about destinations, because I keep seeing the word destination. Yes, in between both of the men that are talking, I see the word destination. So to me, it's like they're both talking about where they're going, or they're both talking about their goals. Could be goal, like setting together with a friend, or you're talking about where you want to take a certain, where you want to take your journey to, like where do you want things to end up? Yes, this is goals. It's goals. A lot of it is goals. So many of you may be like making a lot of goals today. I love my body. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. Yes. This is talking about seeing clearly. She's definitely seeing clearly and interacting See how her hand almost wants to touch the leaf, right? It feels like interacting with, like I am being told, interacting with your purpose. So many of you, you're starting to, like, you've taken this plunge into living in your purpose, okay? I want to say you've taken a plunge. The reason why I say that is because I feel like this is the first time she's meeting that flower. Like, oh, hey, I dressed up to come and meet you here. That's what it feels like. And I've never gotten that from this card, but right now that's what I'm getting. And it feels like you're meeting your purpose for the first time, or you're Some of you just had a baby, because I feel like it's like meeting the baby for the first time, and almost like if the lady's touching the toes of the baby. For some reason I see that. But babies are often a depiction of what we're starting. What are we cultivating? What are we growing? What are we making? What are we giving our energy into? That, in a sense, is our baby. So some of you, it has to do with goals, especially seeing the vision that I had before. Others of you, it may be an actual baby, because I do see two people in the car, that are both going, So others of you, this is talking about guidance, because I keep hearing guide. You're getting some guidance on where you're going to be heading. And if you're not getting any guidance, you are looking inward, and that may be you actually like meeting that inner version of yourself to listen to what your intuition is telling you to do. So it's like kind of like, hi, nice to meet you. What do I want to do now? What am I going to do for my life? It's like that. It feels really beautiful. It's a very beautiful and calming energy there. I feel like you guys are gaining clarity where you want to go. So the next 24 hours, it's a lot of being acquainted with yourself, with what you want. And I feel like there's a level of respect, self-respect, because you see how she's like all dressed up. It feels like respect. Feels like approaching something very beautiful with respect, like that. Now we have here to stand emotionally open before the world and give of our hearts without fear of hurt or demand of reciprocity. This is the ultimate act of human courage. How many times do we give our heart, right? How many times do we give our heart? We can get accepted, or we could be rejected. But to have the courage to do that is something that's very beautiful, Something very beautiful. Maybe many of you are finding that courage within yourself, especially with the sun there. The sun reminds me of the solar plexus, even the sunflower kind of resembling how they sort of have, like the sunflower embodies the sun, obviously, but it's beautiful. And the vine, I can't help but to notice that the vine is very strong. So this is like growing something strong. This is something that will be cultivated with a lot of strength. It has a lot of strength. It has a lot of stability. So many of you may be even working on your body, like working out, so that way you become stronger, or so that way you become a little more stable. If you're going to like some kind of like, because I'm also hearing like a rehab, like, when sometimes people get like an unfortunate event happen, and you lose the feeling in one side, or you lose, a certain something happens, because it doesn't necessarily have to happen from like a heart attack or a stroke, but it can also happen like, you get in a car accident or something. And I feel like this is, many of you guys are like regaining stability, like physical stability, because there's something about this that like it feels like your limbs or something about the limbs, like gaining, like see how it almost looks like she's walking really slow towards that sunflower, you know. So it feels like you're finally being able to get up and move or something. So there's a lot of having that courage. You may have been timid too about opening up emotionally to a situation. It doesn't have to be love. Sometimes it's not love. Sometimes it's a situation like that, you know, you're giving your heart into your business, or you're giving your heart into like your career. You're actually going after your career when you know, normally wouldn't. You normally wouldn't give without fearing that, like, what if people don't like me? You know, that fear of demand of reciprocity, right? Like, what if I go and I start singing and I don't have a good voice? Or what if I do this or that and nobody likes me? And so those fears, it's like putting those fears aside. Today you're being told about, like, just put those fears aside, because the ultimate act of human courage is to give before the world, to stand emotionally giving to the world, regardless of how they react to you, right? So sometimes that can be in the form of love, you know, and other times that can also be in the form of bringing your talent out, you know, and you know, you're not going to be the best right when you start, but you're going to start somewhere. And then you just keep going and you build on that. So with a lot of you guys, you're setting goals so that way you can build on that. And you're going forward without fear. You're going forward, putting that fear aside and looking at all the growth that you want to happen. Putting that fear aside and having that solar plex energy to really come out, you know? It's a very beautiful, beautiful message for today. So today's message is, I love my body. Today we are being told that we're ready to take our steps forward towards what we want to cultivate. Yes. And we're also being told to go forward, not just go forward, but to go forward, to stand emotionally open before the world and give of our hearts without fear of hurt or demand. A lot of that is tricky, right? So this is having courage. Very beautiful message. Have courage today to do whatever it is that you want to make happen in reality. Yes, courage. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications if you have not become part of our beautiful growing family. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment below how this helps you, how this adds to your day, okay? And maybe share it with a friend or two. Thank you guys, and have a beautiful day, okay? Bye.